Hey guys, welcome to Reddit Brew. Today, I will be reading from the r/entitled_people subreddit, so let's jump into it. Entitled sister-in-law tries to get me to do her bidding after excluding me from her get-together. My former sister-in-law is the most spoiled, rude, and entitled person I've ever come across. She and I were friends before I married her brother, but her parents constantly spoiling her and enabling her turned her into an unpleasant person to be around. Her mom and dad would pay all of her bills and continued doing so until she was in her 30s. A 2-story condo in LA, bills, food, car, money for haircuts and nail appointments. You name it, they paid for it. They also hemorrhaged money for her to make super generic pop/alternative music and basically play make-believe like she was a rock star. I was also in LA about 10 years ago when I was going to school and lived in an apartment complex. Some friends of my Sil lived in the same complex, and one night she said she and her cousin were going over there to hang out and that she'd let me know. Cool. My husband was out of town, and I was looking forward to some company. She never got back to me about hanging out. She and her cousin came over, hung out with the guys, and she never responded to my texts asking her about it. At 11, I decided to get in bed. At 11:30 or so, I get a text from her that she and her cousin are stuck in the parking garage. Her friends went to sleep, and that she needs me to come let her out. I laughed. You exclude me, but expect me to get out of bed and let you out? I texted her no. I wasn't coming down. She was pissed, but I went to sleep. I woke up the next morning to her texting me that she wasn't mad, but I should have come down and let her out because she and her cousin were stuck in the parking garage for 30 minutes. I told her I didn't do anything wrong and that she should have invited me if she didn't want to spend the evening stuck in someone else's garage. The audacity. I'm sure you can see why we're no longer friends. Entitled, spoiled sister-in-law takes her cats to the pound and allows them to be euthanized. I posted a story about my ex-sister-in-law and felt like this spoke more to the type of person she is on the inside. She and her cousin got 2 cats and brought them home, made sure they were fed, and that was the end of it. They never played with the cats, and even changed their names after a couple months because they were just so fickle and indifferent about the pets they chose to adopt. One day, they got sick of the cats that were super antisocial because they never received any type of attention but negative because sister-in-law and her cuz were so fed up with the situation. So they took the cats to the pound. They were warned that the animals would be euthanized if they weren't adopted after 30 days, and to come back and get them if they didn't want that to happen. The date came and went, and these 2 grown adults, one in her 30s, forgot and let their cats be put down. I learned of this after the fact because they were so ashamed, they swore their family to secrecy, but the tea was spilled anyway. Pretty horrifying. Ugh, that made my heart hurt. What a waste of people these 2 broads are. I never understood people that can be so willy-nilly about living creatures. I get attached to people's outdoor cats that I see for 2 minutes on the street, and I think about those cats and their well-being for the rest of my life. Like, honestly, what kind of psychopath do you have to be to willingly get an animal killed because it conveniences you? If you think of an animal as an inconvenience, then don't have pets. I'm not 100% sure on this, but I've heard that here in Canada, if you abandon an animal, it goes on some sort of record and you are never allowed to adopt another animal again. And honestly, that's how it should be. But anyways, that is all for me today. I hope you enjoyed those 2 entitled people stories. Well, maybe enjoy isn't the right word because those 2 stories made me so mad. But if you liked the video or whatever, please leave a like and subscribe. I truly appreciate when you do, and I will see you in the next Reddit stories. Bye!